Did you know that the Mayans predicted the end of the world? This lost civilization left mysteries that remain unsolved to this day, like the enigmatic Mayan calendar, which caused such a stir. Stay until the end of the video to discover what really happened. Welcome to Did You Know Canada? The Maya civilization reached its peak in southern Mexico, Guatemala, Belize, and parts of Honduras and El Salvador. But its origins date back thousands of years, with traces of settlements dating back to 2000 BC. The height of this civilization occurred between 250 AD and 900 AD, when Maya cities were in full development. The first Maya cities emerged in a region known as Mesoamerica, marked by tropical forests and a geography that allowed for prosperous agriculture, mainly growing maize, beans, and squash. The Maya city-states were not part of a single unified empire, but rather a network of independent urban centers, with local leaders known as ajo, kings. Each city had a well-defined hierarchical social structure. At the top were the rulers and priests, who had absolute control over the laws and religion. Below them were the warriors, artisans, and merchants, and at the bottom were the peasants and workers. The rise of the Mayas is closely tied to their dominance over agriculture, trade, and most importantly, the development of a highly sophisticated culture that integrated knowledge in astronomy, mathematics, and architecture. Mayan culture is one of the most fascinating in history, with achievements that continue to impress to this day. One of the greatest legacies of the Maya civilization is their hieroglyphic writing system. Used to record historical events, achievements, and mythology, the Mayan writing system is considered one of the most complex in the ancient world. Made up of around 800 different symbols, the Mayan writing was used on stone monuments and codices made from tree bark paper. However, most Maya texts remained undeciphered for centuries until, in the 20th century, scholars began to decode the characters, revealing stories about royal dynasties, wars, and myths. Although much remains to be discovered, progress in this area continues. Mayan astronomy was also impressive. They had a deep understanding of cosmic cycles and developed highly accurate calendars. The 260-day calendar, known as the Tzolk'in, was used to organize religious ceremonies, but the most famous of the Mayan calendars is the long count calendar, which counted time in cycles of 1,872,000 days, or about 5,125 years. This calendar was misinterpreted, especially when the cycle ended on December 21, 2012, leading to apocalyptic predictions. The Mayans were also masters of mathematics, being one of the first peoples to use the concept of zero, which was revolutionary for the time. This allowed them to make precise calculations, such as planetary orbits and calendar cycles. And Mayan architecture? We can't forget the imposing pyramids and temples that still impress to this day. Cities like Chichen Itza, Tikal, and Palenque house some of the most stunning ancient structures. These temples were not only engineering marvels, but also had astrological significance, aligned with celestial movements like the summer and winter solstices. Mayan religion was a central aspect of daily life. They believed that the world was in constant motion and that the gods needed to be constantly appeased through rituals, including human sacrifices, to ensure the universe remained in balance. Although the Maya civilization was one of the most advanced of its time, it entered a mysterious decline around the 9th century. The collapse of many southern Maya cities, such as Tikal, Copan, and Palenque, remains one of the greatest historical enigmas. There are several theories about what caused this collapse. One of the most accepted is that climate changes, such as prolonged droughts, severely impacted agriculture, which was the base of the Maya economy. The lack of food may have led to a social collapse as cities lost their ability to sustain large populations. Additionally, internal wars between the city-states are also seen as an important factor. The struggle for control over territories and resources may have weakened the civilization even further. And to complicate things even more, the Mayans abandoned many of their great cities, leaving behind deserted temples, palaces, and pyramids. Some historians believe the population was forced to move to other areas, while others suggest the collapse was simply the result of a natural cycle of rise and fall of civilizations. One of the greatest mysteries surrounding the Maya civilization is the famous long count calendar. This calendar, based on cosmic cycles, was interpreted by many as a prediction of the end of the world, especially when the cycle ended on December 21st, 2012. The popular interpretation said that the Mayans predicted a global apocalypse, but this view was incorrect. For the Mayans, the end of a 5,125-year cycle was just a transition into a new cycle. Instead of an apocalypse, it was a renewal of time, something that was part of their cyclical view of the world. The idea that the world would end in 2012 generated a massive wave of interest, but as many predicted, the world did not end. However, the mystery surrounding the Mayan calendar continues to fascinate. Although the Maya civilization disappeared centuries ago, its influence remains alive. Many elements of Maya culture, such as language, traditions, and art, continue to be preserved by indigenous communities in Mesoamerica. In literature and modern art, the Maya civilization also had a great influence, being a constant source of inspiration. Additionally, Mayan spirituality, with its beliefs in cosmic cycles and the connection between the heavens and the earth, has been adopted by many people around the world in contemporary spiritual practices. Despite many archaeological advancements, there are still many mysteries to be solved. Many Maya cities are still being uncovered, and in fact, some of them haven't been fully explored yet. Excavations continue to reveal enigmatic artifacts, such as stone-carved figures and evidence of mysterious religious practices. Archaeologists continue to discover hidden sites beneath the dense jungle vegetation, increasing the possibility that many secrets are still waiting to be revealed. The Maya civilization was incredible, don't you agree? There's another video appearing on the screen for you to continue exploring mysteries and curiosities. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss any content. See you in the next video.